Hi guys, so it's been a while since I've done like an honest vlog type thing, but I've got an empty house, so I thought I'd take advantage of that because I can talk a bit more openly when I know there's not people earwigging into what I'm saying. So today's one, it's not like health related, well it depends how you look at it really. Basically, I wanted to talk about the fact that I've realised that kind of my hoarding is an issue. It's not just something to laugh about anymore or something that I can shrug off. It's actually quite a big problem. Like last week I found myself in tears because I just felt so overwhelmed with the stuff I have and the clutter. I know some people in my life were saying this is too messy, it's stressing me out, and I just felt so overwhelmed because I knew they were right and I knew it was messy and I knew it was out of hand, but there was just so much that I didn't even know where to start. I knew I didn't have the time to do it. Like, how do you fit in things at the best of times, like just life admin stuff on top of work, on top of trying to be a good friend, as well as trying to be a good girlfriend, as well as doing the things you want to do? How on earth do you fit everything in at the best of times? But when you've gotten yourself in a position where the task at hand is so massive, like, how do you even approach it? How do you even start? It's just, ugh. Right, if I'm really trying to think why I've got so much stuff and why I tend to keep so much stuff, I think I've always been a sentimental person. Like, I like to keep the little trinkets, the little letters, everything related to people that are important to me, everything related to memories that are important to me. But then there's this other side of me that also just keeps hold of things because I think, oh, one day that will be useful, or one day that will come back into fashion, or that might have a use, or maybe I can give that to my kids one day. I mean, it just goes on and on. I've always got a reason to keep everything. But the thing is, you'd think if I knew that I'd got myself to this point that, you know, it's making me cry because I've got too much stuff and it's overcrowding me, and it's like, I can almost feel it all coming in on me. There's so much stuff now. You'd think that that would mean that I wouldn't want to obtain more stuff, that I wouldn't want to buy things, or I wouldn't want to add to it, but I don't stop. Like, when people say, can we send you this for review, or can we send you this for you to do an outfit post something, I keep saying yes. I'll go to Primark and I'll pick up stuff. I don't need more stuff. The only thing I can think of is that I'm not very happy, generally. I think I'm dissatisfied with life and stuff, and I think that, you know, these things, these objects, these possessions, these materialistic objects, that they give me a bit of joy, they cheer me up, and, you know, you get that buying thrill when you first buy something. You get that I guess it's an uplifting feeling. I don't know whether you release some sort of endorphins or whatever they are when you make a nice purchase, but, you know, after a while that fades, and I don't think that feeling lasts long at all. And then you're back to thinking, great, I've got more stuff, more clutter, more mess, more things to sort through. It's one thing, the effect it's having on me, but it's also very clearly having an effect on other people in my life. Like Simon, he doesn't really like spending time here in my room because it stresses him out, because if it was up to him, he'd have quite a stripped back minimalist space, and he's just surrounded with my stuff at all times. There's stuff on the bed, there's stuff on the floor, and then, you know, of course he gets annoyed when he treads on something or breaks something or hurts himself on something that I've left around. And I've managed to now spread myself into 3 rooms, my old bedroom, my brother's old room, and my bedroom, because I've got so much stuff. To a degree, I'm not completely to blame, because I've worked in industries where you accumulate stuff. Like when I was working at the magazines, you know, you'd be sent samples all the time. If things didn't need to be sent back to the PRs, you get to take them home, and because you weren't earning anything or very little, you take those as a kind of form of payment and compensation. And then also work in these industries, you accumulate, you know, CDs, you accumulate press releases, and you always think, oh, I might need that at some point, so you keep it, and you've got all these files full of stuff that you never look back at. But because because you might one day need it, you don't chuck it out. So yeah, it's not completely my fault that I have so much stuff. And then the mess is also, okay, it is mainly my fault. There is something in the fact that my bedrooms and the other room is essentially my office, my house, my bedroom, my hangout place, because I don't have my own place. Those spaces contain all aspects of my life, whereas most people's bedroom will just perhaps be their bedroom where they sleep. It's a sanctuary, it's a safe haven, a peaceful place. For me, that's where I work every day. So of course it's going to accumulate stuff. Over the years, I have made steps to clear. I've had, you know, sessions where I'm going to change, things are going to be good from now on, I'm going to be ruthless, I'm going to chuck things out, and I've given loads of stuff to charity, I've kind of given stuff to friends. Last year I did a couple car boot sales, but like I put things on eBay and Depop and they just don't sell, and even when they do, it's such a faff, it's such an effort. Same with eBay, it's such an effort to, you know, package them, post them up and do that sort of thing. And I don't have transport, so I can't just nip to the post office like easy peasy. So it's also that case of, I've got stuff, I want to sell it, but I don't have the time to sell it, and I can hear myself making excuses, but I promise you some of them are valid. Shut up, phone. So yeah, like I said, it's creating tensions between me and my partner and me and my parents, because this is their home and they have to put up with my clutter everywhere, every day, and they shouldn't have to be getting annoyed in their home, in their environment, one that they would be keeping clear if it wasn't for me being here. So I'm very conscious of that. I guess I wanted to talk about this because I've watched loads of moving vlogs in the last year. I really love moving vlogs, they're right up my street. But anyway, I love watching those, but every single person has said, I can't believe how much stuff I've got. I don't need all this stuff, or similar to that. And it makes me think that we're all just, you know, spending money on stuff we shouldn't be spending money on, or, you know, keeping hold of stuff that we just don't need. And I think we all really need a good cleanse, a cleanse of superficial stuff, a cleanse of possessions, because yes, there's some exceptions. Some things do make you extremely happy or make life a little bit easier perhaps. But on the whole, that's not what's going to make you happy. It's not what gives you peace of mind. It's not what relaxes you. And I keep thinking that I wish all that money I'd spent on clothes that I don't wear anymore, I wish I'd saved that towards a holiday. I wish I'd put that in savings so I'd be a little bit closer to being able to afford rent. I would rather have experiences and memories that are created because I had money, rather than owning all this stuff, which is now making me very depressed. So I've just noticed how bad my hair is. Sorry, you can tell this was a spur of the moment video. But anyway, I really hope you don't take this as, all right, you're a spoiled brat, you've got so much stuff, oh poor you. I'm just trying to say that I clearly have an issue. It's time that I did something about it, and I really want other people to look at, you know, their stuff and maybe think what they could do with that to reduce it, because maybe someone else can get better use out of the stuff that we're not utilising. Maybe it can make someone else feel warmer, happier, someone else can make use of it, etc. Would any of you be interested in seeing me try and overcome this hoarding tendency? Perhaps see me, you know, sort through my stuff, see me organise, see me get rid, see me be ruthless, etc. Would that be an interesting series, or would that be gross and dull and not interesting at all? That's an idea. You know how I tend to tell you guys everything, even the stuff I probably shouldn't. And I just thought I'd tell you about this little issue I have, because it is one that's kind of taking over my life at the moment. And being a YouTuber actually isn't helping, because there is this certain amount of pressure to do things like hauls and show people things that you've bought recently. And I'm finding myself using it as an excuse to, you know, keep things or buy things. And even, like, you know, there's that empties video you can do. I found myself keeping the rubbish now as well, in case I do an empties video. Oh God. So yeah, that's today's stress. or this week, or my life stress. Let me know if you're a hoarder too, and if you know that you've got too much clutter. Let's help each other through this. Have a fab weekend, guys. Love you lots.